Okay, so I'm here for your transformational coaching evening, your special night on National I Love You Day. I'm even wearing my beautiful hearts and flowers dress for you for this special evening. I mean, I wear this all the time anyway, but I put it on special for all of you tonight. So, anyway, so we're talking about love and joy and peace and happiness. And we are actually here just to support you in stepping into your greatness in that. The world can be so daunting, and everything in the world can be so daunting and lead you to not go down a path of love and just to be selfish. And that isn't actually what love is. Love is the opposite of selfishness. Well, let me explain that a little bit. Right? There's a little bit of debunking here that needs to happen. So if you look at my own life as an example, I give myself fully to my children. Just give me 1 minute because I'm like clearly there's messages coming across my device and I'm going to have to close something to make sure that doesn't happen during this meeting. And as you are a witness here, literally as I close things, you know that in relation to our coaching and everything that we do, I get messages across my devices all day long, especially in relation to this topic. And there are moments where I have to tell people I'm not available. And then there are moments where I try to help them or work through or and schedule them for a one-to-one or whatever they need. But even our one-to-ones still reach out to us through message also. You never know when some love crisis is going to come up. We get it all the time. So here I am. I'm doing our special evening of I Love You Day, National Day in at least the USA. It should be an international day all over the globe because it's totally needed. To go back to what I was saying before, love is a gift of selflessness. And you can see that in my own relationship with my children. I always give of myself selflessly to them. And if anything stands in the way of that, I always speak truth to what stands in the way. And I always try to have it removed or have it removed. That is true love, and that is love. It's the same thing with the person that I am in love with, right? And this is the same thing we advocate for people who are truly in love, not like a fake love, not an artificial love or um, a mimicking of other people or a fake way of being or people not owning their truth or stepping into their truth and what that looks like for them in the relationship that they're in or in the relationship that they want to be in. Or in a relationship that may be meant to end if it's not actually bringing out the greatest glory for God in that relationship, right? Because sometimes that happens also, as I myself have experienced also, and probably my own children will experience. I'm sure they're not going to marry the first person they fall in love with. It's very rare. And we do know many people that that has happened to, but it's still very rare. Truth be told, right? It's all about truth tonight. So, what I want you to do tonight on I Love You Day, because all of us here at the foundation love all of you. We're not in love with you, but we do love you. Step into your own greatness tonight and know that you are loved. We love you. Other people care about you. You are loved and you are cherished for who you are. Own that and know that truth right now because God loves you and cherishes you for who you are. That is a truth. That never changes. That truth never changes. Even if you do things that are wrong, even if you do things that are unjust, if you go to God in prayer, and I'm saying this because God is the ultimate um, truth. God is the ultimate truth of love and what love is. If you went to God about anything, God would still love you through that, no matter what it is, good, fabulous, or bad, because that is who God is. God is love. Sometimes it may look difficult. Sometimes it may look hard. Sometimes it may be asking for forgiveness. Sometimes it may be having patience. Sometimes it's being in joy, being in celebration, being in love and giving birth to other things. Sometimes it's really owning your own greatness and who you are as a being that God created. But all of that is part of the reflections of love and what love is. Whether it's about your career, your private life, your personal life, your marriage, your relationship, your job, your relaxation time, your children, your family, your elderly parents, whatever it is. Own God's greatness and own your greatness and who God is and the love that God has for you. And if you've done something that you think, and maybe others have brought to your attention, I don't know, um, that is not in alignment with love or who God is, pray about it and ask for forgiveness from God or from other people. If there are relationships that you've hurt, if there's ties or connections that you've hurt, if there's people that you've hurt, if there's, I don't know, something in your business dealings that has been hurt because of your lack of love or your lack of care for other people, now is the time to own that and apologize and say, I'm sorry, and step into that grace. This is the time of grace. As we said earlier in our earlier posting, and we will share throughout this month, this is the month of miracles. Part of miracles are actually stepping into the grace of love and what love is, and then letting go of all of that which is not love, all of that which does not serve peace, joy, and love and harmony. That's what all of this is. This month particularly is known as the miracle month. And every miracle month, they're May and October, those are the two miracle months. Every miracle month, everyone on the face of the planet is called to step more deeply into their greatness and into their grace. They go hand in hand. And greatness and grace include and are surrounded by and are upheld by love. Love. That's it. Everything else flows from love, whether it's mercy, compassion, empathy, whatever it is, it all flows from love. And this today is National I Love You Day. So whether you're complaining, whether you're trying to create a change, whether you are stepping more into your greatness, whether you're asking other people to step more into their greatness, whether you are saying, I love you and celebrating, whether you are hugging other people or kissing other people that actually want to receive that and rejoice in that, whether you're spending time with your family or children or by yourself and learning how to love yourself because God loves you that much. We are here and God is here. And today is the day you own that greatness and you step into that greatness and you step into that grace that is present in that. And then you move forward in your own life. Not in the lives of others necessarily, because it depends on the others and who the others are, but in your own life. Even in my own case, I'm going through major reflections and major evaluations as I do every October. Every October. So of course, I change every month, but October is known as the miracle month. Every month, I hone into miracles. Every October, is what I really mean. I hone into miracles. The miracles present here, May and October, those are the 2 months of miracles. Major miracle breakthrough. Yes, you experience miracles every single day. I agree with that. Major miracle, life-changing, world-altering miracles happen in the months of May and October. That's just a truth. And it's known throughout almost all religions, almost every faith tradition. And there is a reason for that. There is a reason for that. So own that truth and know that truth and look for the miracles, especially if you cannot see them usually in your everyday life. Even if you see them in your usual everyday life, miracles are more concentrated in May and October. These are the months where the miracles really come forth and really move people to be who God is actually calling them to be, not their ego. And believe me, you will know it based on their love, based on their grace, based on their compassion and their empathy. It is not at all based on violence. Not at all. There's no violence present in these types of miracles. So own that truth and know that truth. There's no violence or abuse or anything present in these types of miracles through May and October. Step into the grace of what God is calling you to. And I believe me when I say this, we have a global audience right now on different levels. So I have to speak this truth and own this truth right now for myself, but also for other people. Whether you are someone who's trying to figure out their everyday life and just working at your normal job, or whether you are a world politician or leader. It is the same grace present throughout the whole month of May and October. And it does not include violence at all. It only includes love, peace, and joy. That's it. That's it. So whoever you are, wherever you are, I want you to step into that grace, because on I Love You Day, love is all about miracles. Love never just sits there. Even if, let me give you a concrete example, and even in my own faith life, this is the truth. Even if you are sitting by the side of someone's deathbed in the month of October or any other month, this month is still the month of miracles. Whether it is the miracle for someone to cross over or whether it is the miracle for someone to heal and move forward in their life here on earth. I know, because I went through this with my grandmother. This is not a hidden secret. And it's not coincidental that it's May and October, which are the months of Our Lady. And Our Lady, flat out, is not violent. Our Lady is all about peace, love, and joy, and growing her children across the globe. Those are the 2 months of Our Lady. So sit there and own that truth and know that truth for a little while and actually recognize and own the truths of the miracles that are flowing through your life right now every single day. But yes, more especially and particularly in May and October. These are the most blessed months. They are. Whether you own that truth or know that truth or walk that truth or not, it does not change the fact of what is. So now is the time to evaluate where love is really present in your life and where God is actually calling you to love. Not just where it's present, because it may not be present, or it may be present in the wrong direction, right? Where is God actually calling you to, and what is God actually calling you to do right now? in your life and Our Lady. And believe me, whatever God calls you to right now, it is not going to be violent. And whatever the plan is forward from here, it is not going to be violent. There's no abuse present in it. There's no violence present in it. There's no like deep shame present in it. There's no controversial path present in it. There's no let me think. Just give me a minute. It's going to come to me. If I hone into here, it's going to come. There's no way around it. It is just love and mercy. It does not include anything that is not love and mercy and that is not of grace. And all of those things, love, mercy, and grace, they are all peaceful. When they become violent, it's because of a lens we have placed on them. So if they become abusive, if they become ununderstanding, if they become supremely argumentative, if they become violent, if they become warric, as in war minded, they are not it. They are not it. They are not it. May and October are the most feminine months of the whole year. And even in those months, grounded in their own truth and in rebirth and in like the whole enunciation or conception of humanity and living that out, there is no violence present in that. There isn't. Jesus wasn't violent against the womb. Jesus was never violent against Our Lady, and Our Lady was never violent against Jesus. So you need to own that truth and know that truth and speak that truth and walk that truth, because that is actually the truth of May and October and what love concretely looks like. And we see the same thing mirrored in Joseph. So this isn't just about Our Lady and Christ or baby Jesus or Jesus in the womb. It goes far deeper than that. Joseph never attacked Our Lady or baby Jesus or Christ. Own and know that truth. Own it and know it. Never did he do that. So whether this is about a relationship, whether this is about a country or a country's relationship with countries or somebody's relationship with the church or the church's relationship with somebody else or whatever. Love is compassion, love, mercy, kindness, empathy, gentleness. It is not anything that is the opposite of that, especially in these months. Especially. These are the honored miracle months. These are the most nonviolent months that exist on the face of the planet. Whether you step into that greatness and own that greatness and truth or not, and hopefully you do. But that is the truth presented to you today, to live out and own and know and to walk not only in your greatness, but the greatness of who God is and the truth of that greatness for everyone. Everyone. So happy National I Love You Day. I'm recording this because I love all of you, right? Our followers. Thankfully I'm not in love with all of you. I do have a specific person I'm in love with, and I do love my children beyond any realms of anything. But I am happy to share this truth with you today on I Love You Day, for National I Love You Day. So own that and know that and walk into that greatness, the greatness God has for you in that truth. And whatever God is asking you to walk away from it. Do that. For the grace of love and the grace and the glory of God, do that. All right. That's it. Ciao and arrivederci.